What's going on, PEL? This is B981 coming to you with some Week 5 predictions. First up, we got yours truly, the Falcons versus the Cowboys. Falcons me being at home against Lee. I'm going to take myself in this one. I'm going to say 24-14. Next up, we got the Redskins and Giants in a big NFC East battle here. I know the Redskins, I think, are off to 3-1, and the Giants will play later today. They're having a little scheduling conflict. But this is a big game in the NFC East. Two good players between Ragjob and Kyle. I like what Kyle's doing. Kyle's at home. I'm going to say Kyle's going to get this one 30-24. Next up, we got the Bears and the Saints, and the Bears got their first win of the season last week against Agape, but the Saints are rolling at 4-0. Reggie's playing really well, and he's looking pretty good in that NFC South early on. So big game for the Bears to stay in it against the Saints, but the Saints are playing too well. The Saints are at home down in New Orleans. So I'm going to give the Saints this one. We're going to say 27-20 in a good game. Next up, we got the Chargers and the Bengals, and I still believe Deontay's on auto, and this is going to get the Bengals to 4-1. So this is a big win if Deontay's still on auto, which I think he is. So this is a big win for the Bengals to stay up in that AFC North over the likes of the Ravens and the Browns. So good win for the Bengals right here. We got the Patriots and the Bills. And like I said, the Patriots beat those Bengals a couple weeks ago and playing really good, but I like the Bills in this one. A lot of familiarity in this AFC East matchup. So got to like the Bills. Bills plays pretty well. So I'm going to give this one to the Bills. We're going to say 24-20. Next up, we got the Texans and the Steelers. Levi, I hardly ever pick against Levi. He's so good. So I'm going to give this one to him, 28-14. We got the Packers and the Bucks, and the Bucks got a force win over the Chargers, and I think that gets them to 3-2, and looking pretty good. Maybe 2-2 or maybe 2-2. But I like him to win this game against Agape, who's just coming back and getting the swing of things. He seems to be struggling against everybody else that's kind of in rhythm in the league. So give me the Bucks in this one in a good game. Let's keep it kind of low scoring. Let's say 17-14 Bucks. Next up, we got the Eagles and the Cardinals, and I think Cody's starting to play better, but he hadn't gotten many wins, so I think he's going to get a win in this game. Let's say that he's going to get this win 26-17. Next up, we got the Raiders and the Titans, and I believe Scooby is on auto. That's going to give the force to Blake in this one. So Blake will get the win in this one. Next up, we got the Jets and the Rams. And even though I like what the Jets are doing with that roster, and he's moving forward, the Rams are becoming that juggernaut that we thought they would be from the get-go. And Bugatti's found his rhythm, and he's starting to just win games at a rate that he's used to winning games at. So give me Bugatti in this one. We're going to say 27-13. Next up, we got the Colts and Jaguars and a big AFC South matchup here. I know that the Jaguars are 3-1. I know that the Colts is a good player, so I assume that he has a good record. Let's just look. Let's just take a look and see what the Colts record is. And we'll take a look at their positioning in the AFC South. Oh, so Colts are 1-2. He must have had a very difficult schedule so far, since he is such a good player. Let's take a look and see what the Colts have done. Little prediction bonus here for. Oh yeah, he played Levi week 1. Surprising loss. Oh, a forced loss. That's the reason. Then he comes back and he handles the Vikings, pretty handedly. And Vikings, Aaron, we all know Aaron's a good player. So, yeah, tough loss to Levi and then a forced loss. That's the reason he's 1-2. And then he hits the bye, and now he's got a big game with Jeff. So, I think the Colts are pretty desperate for this one. And I'm going to give the Colts this win on the road against the Jaguars. Let's say 24-20. Next up, we got the Seahawks and the Dolphins. I believe he is going to be on auto for a little while. I just saw it in the commissioner's chat where he'll be on auto. So the Seahawks will get this win and get a good win against a good opponent. So good win for the Seahawks there. Next up, you got the Broncos and the Ravens. Give me the Ravens in this one. We're glad to have Broncos user back. He's a good guy, but he's just getting back in the swing of things. And Caleb's a really good player. So give me Caleb. Let's say 21-14. Last game of the week, we got the Vikings and the Lions. Vikings runs this division. He has since the beginning of 2019, and I don't see any reason for it to change here. So give me 30-20 Vikings over the Lions. All right, guys, week 5 predictions. Good luck to everybody, and I will catch y'all later.